All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all with another one. Man, the Saints fought, bro. They came prepared, but it just wasn't enough, man. The Bills are just a superior team. Even with all the penalties they had, they still fall to the Bills. 31-19, man. And that's just a good team for you, man. A good team could play a team that's kind of struggling, trying to find a way, and they could be struggling in the game, but they still managed to put up 31 points despite, not playing a very well game up to their standards. And hats off to the Saints for fighting, bro. Hats off to Spencer Rattler. I don't think we lost the game because of him. Hats off to Kellen Moore. Got down on penalties this week compared to weeks in the past, but I think we could do better, man. I think we heading in the right direction compared to last week, but it's a lot more that I would like to see, man. I would like to see more passes downfield, man. Like, why are we not getting the ball downfield? It's too many dinks and dunks to Alvin Kamara. It's too many crossing routes. It's too many comeback routes. It's too many curls. It's not enough balls downfield. Like, at this point, I'm beginning to think the only person who missed Derek Carr in New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. I mean, we haven't seen a bomb all year. Have y'all seen a bomb? I didn't see one. I didn't see no touchdowns, 50 yards plus downfield, with Spencer Rattler just hitting a guy in stride deep. The deep ball is missing. Safeties are just sitting back. They looking at the film. They feeling like, oh, well, we ain't got to play too far back. We just got to worry about everything in front of us. At this point, this offense looking like the Drew Brees air yards offense that we had. The only difference is we had Sean Payton, the head coach. We had Drew Brees throwing balls accurately, and we had Michael Thomas. That's a valve. And we had Alvin Kamara catching the ball out the backfield when he was more nimble and more elusive and had a little bit of more pep in his step. This ain't the same Alvin Kamara of old. He still can make plays, but he ain't that same guy that's just going to be making people miss like the Shakir guy had made people miss with that touchdown. Defense missing too many tackles. Spencer Rattler, he's playing pretty good, but he's missing guys on plays that's he should be hitting them in stride. Like, too many times guys got to turn around. That Cooks touchdown for a miss, that was too similar to the Olave miss in the San Francisco game. We can't have that. That's the game-making play that you need to be winning these games. That's the difference. And the special teams need to just be blown up. I mean, from the coordinator on down to the kicker to the punter, everything. Like, I just do not like our special teams. The only good thing we do have on special teams is Shaheed returning kicks. And even with that, he don't get good blocking. Jones, he's pretty good, but not nothing that you just, lay your hat on. I mean, special teams definitely, changing the game. Going for two, I didn't like the way we ran the same play. This Spencer Rattler, that's not even Taysom Hill. I could see if it was Taysom Hill, you got more confidence in that. But this Spencer Rattler, let him make plays by catching people off guard, which he was doing today. Had over 50 yards rushing. I kept saying we need to open the offense up with him using his legs more. And we did that. We did. We had a two-headed monster with Alvin Kamara and Miller. Shouts out to Miller. He had a damn good game. Not going to really make people miss too much. He's just going to run downhill. Kind of remind me of Kyrie Robinson. Chris Ivory. But let's go ahead over these stats, man. Spencer Rattler, he had 18 for 27, 126 yards. See, now, that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it, bro. That's not going to cut it. It's just not. Now, granted, we had a hell of a day on the ground. But at the same time, the quarterback got to push the ball downfield. Like, you got to at least give these guys a chance. Olave and Shaheed, they deep threats. And we not using them properly. Don't let Olave throw the ball no more, too. Solid day by Spencer Rattler, but 126 yards. I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. Alvin Kamara, 15 carries for 70 yards, average 4.7 a carry. I think Alvin Kamara could have toted the rock a little bit more. Like with this type of game, you want Alvin Kamara toting that thing like 28, 21 times. You want Kendrick Miller toting it like maybe 16 times. Kendrick, he averaged 5.9 with 65 yards. So looking like Kendrick Miller starting to find his footing, bro. Under this offense, he's looking pretty good. Shouts out to uh Trevor Penning. I think he made a big difference in the run game today as well. Thought Ruiz was going to have a nasty injury. It looking like he's going to be okay. I'm not sure. We're going to give an update on that, but I'm pretty sure when he got hurt, a lot of people was like, yeah. But I never wish injury on a player as much as I hate him starting. But yeah, I remember he did miss a block and he was just looking around like he always got his back turned towards where the ball was spiked from, bro. That is crazy. Shaheed has 47 yards, bro. Average 11.8, no touchdowns, bro. 4 receptions. Johnson got 3 receptions for 28 yards. I mean, all this is just pathetic. Brandon Cooks, 3 receptions for 22. Chris Olave, only 20 yards, bro, in a touchdown. Like, dog, do you realize how much Chris Olave would produce in another offense? I'm starting to think it's just Kellen Moore, bro. The way he calling these game, the way he calling these plays and the play design. Like the play design probably be Nussmeier, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I do not like the way we using these people, bro. Jameis Winston and Derek Carr was launching that thing to these people, bro. This damn not the same cast. Calvin Banks, he played a pretty good game. He had his little misses here and there, but that's Joey Bosa he going up against. Like that's a tall task for a rookie. I mean, dog, anytime you got Chris Olave for 20 yards, dog, you if you want to win the game, you better have a good rushing attack to the point where both of your running backs damn near eclipsing 100 yards, bro. He did drop one pass on the sideline. He kind of bobbled a pass up the sideline on like 3rd and 8, but it just got to be better. Kool-Aid McKinstry, 7 tackles, no interceptions. Demario Davis, he was one of the guys who missed that tackle on that Shakir play. We missing too many tackles on defense. Granderson got a sack. Cam Jordan, he turning back the clock. He got a sack. Quincy Riley, I guess he played solid. Alontae Taylor, 3 tackles. Pete Werner, he dropped a would-be interception, but of course he only got 1 pick in his 5 years here, so you can't expect much. Jordan Reed, pretty much a non-factor. Isaac Yadam, burnt toast. Man, they just picking on Yadam and Kool-Aid McKinstry out there. One bright spot is Sanka. I think we got our safety of the future. I think we got our franchise safety. He made like 3 pass deflections. I know 2 for sure on Kincaid. Beautiful. I'm talking about couldn't be in better position. Elevated, high, pointed the ball. Bad. 1 interception he had, located the ball, looked like Marcus Williams out there. I said, oh my God, we got us one. We damn sure got us one. So as far as the safety position, I'm feeling real good about Sanka. That's the good thing. I still think we need to go ahead on and we need to go ahead on and fire the special teams coach. I think his time running short. I still don't trust Groupie. He hit a 54-yarder today, so that was good. Our punter, Kroger, he all right. I can't really say nothing too bad about him. Josh Allen, man, 16 for 22, 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Pretty solid day. Ain't really, just a walk in the park. James Cook, this dude was just dancing around like a ballerina, dog. This dude was just so good today. 22 carries for 117 yards, average 5.3. And that's exactly why I say Alvin Kamara need about 21 to 22 carries. He need to be getting those type of carries, I feel like, to help this team out. Josh Allen, he ran for 45 yards. Staley defense looking like Dennis Allen defense out there, bro. Just can't stop. Mobile quarterbacks can't stop tight ends. Dalton Kincaid, he was, you know, he was played pretty good by Sanka today in the times that he was checking them, but he still scored a touchdown, and he only scored that one touchdown off of one reception for 28 yards. Coleman, I thought he was gonna have a big day. Seemed like every time a Louisiana native play the Saints, they always have a good game in their debut versus the Saints. But Shakir, he was just killing us. Five receptions, 69 yards, that one touchdown, a lot of crossing routes, a lot of missed tackles. We just couldn't wrap up on them. That's pretty much it, man. Trevion White, he had 7 tackles, actually got benched. Got benched for one of their rookies. They wanted to see what he had. But Joey Bosa, he got a sack. That was granted. I would have liked to see how this offense would have did versus Ed Oliver out there. I would like to see how much night and day would have been. But that's it, man. 31-19, bro. I mean, how do y'all feel right now? The Giants, they went on ahead and started Jackson Dart. He got his first win as a starter against a very good team at the Chargers. And, a lot of people are starting to feel like, man, we need to go ahead on and push Shuck up in there. Why not? We 0-4, at this point, Spence Rattler is like what? 0-9 as a starter, 0-10 as a starter. Like some people are feeling like, it's just time to make that call and put the guy in that more tutties drafted. Like we can't push the ball downfield. Is that more of Spence Rattler incapable of connecting deep with these guys? Or is that more of Kellen Moore just not trusting them? And if he's not trusting them, should you just go ahead on and put in a guy you trust? And we see what we got out of the 40th pick that we selected. Me personally, I think we should keep Rattler until his play says otherwise. I feel like all these 4 games, we lost none of these games because of Spence Rattler. Can he have played better with, putting a pass on the money on certain plays here and there? Of course. But if Shuck played these 4 games, he would have did the same thing, on certain plays. A rookie going to have to go out there and make mistakes and learn. But I don't think we lost any games for him because of him. Now, if we lost games because of him, or he was a large portion to the reason why we lost, I would say play Shuck. But I don't think he was a large portion. I think a large portion is the defense. I think a large portion is the play calling. I think a large portion is special teams. Special teams is huge. Running into the kicker, giving them life when we could have just got the ball back, try to go downfield and make the game close. I didn't like that, man. I didn't like that. That was a game-changing play. That miss from Spence Rattler to Cooks, that was a game-changing play. Going for 2, calling the same play, I didn't like that from Kellen Moore. We should have ran something different. If you was going to do that same play, do that with Taysom Hill. The trickery, the Philly special, I like the call, but it just didn't work. Sometimes it's just not going to work. But, I mean, that's pretty much all I got, man. What do you guys think about the game? What do you think that you've seen? Do you think we should stick with Spence Rattler? Do you think we should roll with Tyler Shuck? How you feeling about Kellen Moore so far, 4 games in as the head coach? I could tell you this. I do like the discipline. I do like that we came prepared, but I do feel like the Bills either played down to competition or, a lot of those penalties were just hurting them, but other than that, from what I've seen, I think we played a pretty good game with some good fight in us. 19-31. It was pretty much close throughout the whole game until they just broke away at the end. But other than that, at least we didn't get stumped getting a 50 burger putting on us, getting a 40 burger putting on us, like a lot of people predicted. I think I had predicted the score to similar to this, like 34-24, 21, something like that. I think I predicted something like this to happen. But I like the fight that we had. It's going to be real interesting to see how we play versus the Giants. we got a rookie that we're going to be playing with a little bit of film on him. So we'll be able to see if we could exploit anything that we've seen on film. Until then, I'll catch y'all next time, man. Go ahead on and put it down in the comment section of what y'all think. Let me know. I'm out.